And joining us now to discuss this debate is Professor Zaki Shalom of the Misgav Institute for National Security and Strategy. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. I'm very...
So a lot can be said and discussed about this debate, the first for these two candidates together, but I'd like to focus on the things which were said about Israel. Trump made a very harsh statement that under Kamala Harris's leadership, the state of Israel would disappear within 2 years. What do you think of that? What did he mean?
Well, certainly he's been exaggerating. We do not really depend on anyone to ensure our survival in this region. I think we will survive, but, you know, he needs it for his own career campaign to get the votes of the Jewish community in the United States. So he's been exaggerating, but if we really want to discuss the views of Kamala Harris, then certainly they are not really suitable to the position of the Israeli government in Israel right now.
Now, Harris, on her end, said she completely supports the state of Israel and its right to defend itself. Do Jews believe her when she says that, American Jews? What is her track record when it comes to Israel?
Yes, I think still most of the Jewish community in the United States still support the Democratic Party. Almost 70% of them until now are supportive of the Democratic Party. Maybe now, because of the campaign by Trump, maybe things will change. But look, when Kamala Harris says that she's supporting ceasefire, immediate ceasefire, what does she mean? She actually means that Israel has to stop the war without achieving her goals, namely that the Hamas will remain in power in Gaza, and that actually the attack of the 7th of October might be repeated again from Gaza. So, you know, it looks nice words to say that we are supporting ceasefire, but supporting ceasefire now for Israel is actually labeling her as a defeated state, and I think she knows it, and that's why, you know, it's dangerous. The other component in her speech was the support for the two-state solution. Mm-hmm. So yep. She knows very well that the Israeli government, this Israeli government, is totally rejecting this position, and she knows that even the Knesset has been rejecting it, and we see what's going now in Judea and Samaria. It's very, very close to the Israeli centered populated areas. And if God forbids the attack of 7th October might start from Kalkilia or from Tulkarm or other places, it's going to be in Tel Aviv and Netanya and other places. So she's knows it, and I think these views of her are not really very pleasant to say an understatement to the Israeli ears.
So she defends Israel's right to defend itself, right? She says that they're entitled to fight Hamas, but she emphasized the importance of how the war is conducted. She also advocated, like you said, for a two-state solution. Do you think that this is direct criticism of Israel, its strategy, and its policies? It seems that she's trying to balance the support for Israel while addressing the Palestinian cause.
Well, if you say Israel has a right to defend itself, but you have to act in a way that doesn't really cause casualties among population. And she knows very well that the Hamas is hiding inside the population. So actually, what is she telling us? She's telling us you cannot act. And if you act, we will create a shaming on you in the international community. We'll bring it to the United Nations and so on. So she's, on one hand, she's giving us thanks her very much, a right to defend our state, which is obvious. I mean, it's taken for granted that the state has a right to defend itself. Otherwise, what does it mean that we are a state? And on the other hand, she puts some restraint on our ability to defend ourselves. It's contradictory statement, and we've seen during the war that the United States has been very much quite criticizing Israel for casualties in Shifa and other places, which it knows very well that even the United States Army, when it was fighting in Iraq, couldn't help refraining from causing casualty among population, even though the population were not really intending, God forbid, to hit and to kill ordinary people. But since the Hamas is working and is attacking us from inside the populated areas, this is this is not something that you can really prevent from happening.
Professor Zaki Shalom, thank you very much for your input.
You're most welcome.